And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take another quick time out and welcome you to the video. Got some lines of personal leans out for college football week 11. And of course, this is the Mid-Atlantic Conference, the MAC edition. I think I said that, Mid-Atlantic Conference. Anyway, we're talking about some action here. And before we go ahead and dive into some more free content here on YouTube, just got to quickly remind you once again that we're on a 6-game winning streak right now in our daily best play on patreon.com/Brock Page. Of course, that's a perfect 6-0 in our last 6 picks in that category. And access to the daily best play costs just $1.99. Now, we currently have over 675 members signed up and active on that site. And if you want to join those folks and get in on the action, link for that site is in the description section below. And once again, that's patreon.com/Brock Page. And moving on, we're going to take a look at a Kent State Bowling Green, 7:30 p.m. Eastern start time Tuesday night. Now, the Golden Flashes of Kent State are the 20-point favorite on the road. Totals 59 flat. Bowling Green's plus 650 for an upset win. Now, Bowling Green suffered an embarrassing 35-point loss in their opener to Toledo. The BG Falcons were only able to muster up a measly field goal in that contest. Quarterback Matt McDonald completed just 26% of his passes. And no, you did not mishear me. McDonald went a pathetic 8 of 30 for just 128 yards and 2 interceptions. Once again, 26% of his passes he completed. That's got to be a record or something. But anyway, the defense also has they had no sacks and no interceptions in that contest. Now they're taking on a Kent State team who looked pretty solid in their opener themselves. A nice 27-23 victory over Eastern Michigan. Quarterback Dustin Crum was very efficient against the Eagles. 21 of 29 for 219 and 2 touchdowns. Crum completed 72% of his passes, a little bit different than his counterpart. He also hit Isaiah McCoy for 8 receptions and 104 yards and a touchdown. McCoy averaged 13 yards of reception. Now, this Kent State rushing attack was very dominant as well. 212 yards on the ground and a couple of rushing touchdowns. Running back Brian Bradford touched it a dozen times for 72 yards, 6 yards a carry for Bradford. Meanwhile, defensively, the Golden Flashes got to the quarterback 4 times and also picked off the quarterback twice. Safety Dean Clark was one of those players who had an interception. Clark also had 7 tackles and a PBU. And speaking of tackles, linebacker Mandela Lawrence Burke led the club with a dozen total tackles, along with a sack on the evening. Linebacker Keyshawn Gamble also had a pair of sacks for Kent State as well. Now, total-wise, when it comes to the scoring in this matchup here, both schools fell well under the posted total in their openers. And if Kent State can continue with this dominant run game, dominant rush attack, the chance for long sustained drives could be high. So with all that said and done, give me the Kent State Golden Flashes minus 20 and the under 59. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Miami, Ohio, squaring off against Buffalo. 8 p.m. Eastern kickoff this Tuesday night. Now, the Buffalo Bulls are minus 11, totals 56 and a hook. The Red Hawks have